Good morning and welcome to Backchat. I'm Noreen Mayer and your co-host this morning is Anna Fenton. Good morning to you, Anna.
Good morning, everybody.
Two topics on today's Backchat. Yesterday was International Children's Day and calls for a Children's Commission have been revived. Legislator Fernando Chiu-hung moved a motion to call on the government to set it up, and it was passed shortly before midnight. So, is there really a need for a Children's Commission? And if so, what role should it be exactly? Give us a call with your thoughts. Our number is 233-88266. That's 233-88266. Or you can email us at backchat@rthk.hk. Or you can go to our Facebook page at backchat@RTHK Radio 3 and comment there. And after 9:15, employment concerns with domestic helpers. Joining us for our first discussion for the cause of the establishment of the Children's Commission, we've got Fernando Chiu-hung, who's legislator from the Labour Party. Also Priscilla Loy, Vice Chairman of the Hong Kong Committee on Children's Rights, also former Director of Against Child Abuse. We've also got Sharon Sir, Regional Senior Partner Asia Withers Worldwide, and also Harrison Chung, Young Envoy from UNICEF. Good morning to all.
Good morning.
Maybe if I can start off with you first, Fernando. So why is there really a need for a Children's Commission? Why did you move that motion yesterday?
Well, it's not just my motion. I think I represent a lot of people who are dedicated to serving children. Right now we have commissions on for women, for the elderly, for the youth, and we have nothing for children. Well, why are these commissions or committees or whatever you call them, family council, that are there? They are there to perform as a monitor. At least they would approach any important policies, decision makings that has to do with legislation, resource allocation, and how these policy and decision makings will affect the target population. And for us, it would be children. In the world, there are more than 70 countries and 200 places, cities, regions have established Children's Commission, or some places they established Children's Ombudsman, to monitor the government and public policy in a way whether they really use or they look at the well-being of the children as the basis for making these decisions. So I think there has to be also a platform through which children can make their voices. In many children commissions in the world, there are structures, committees or otherwise, allowing children to participate directly in discussing, talking about how public policy could impact upon them. And in so doing, they could voice their opinions and also revise these policies.
In 2007, the government, in LegCo, there was also a similar motion that was passed unanimously back in 2007. Why do you think the government has not acted on it since then?
Well, it boggles my mind. I don't understand why the government would resist it in such an adamant manner.
I mean, is there really a pressing need for a Children's Commission? Aren't they protected by other bureaus or other councils in Hong Kong?
Well, I think in many ways the situation has gotten worse. The Poverty Commission just announced the poverty rate for children from age 0 to 14. We're looking at 1 in 4 children in Hong Kong are living in poverty. That's astonishing. That's totally unacceptable in such a wealthy city. If you look at abuse cases, the Central Policy Unit commissioned the Hong Kong universities to make a study on the databases of child abuse. And they found out that in the past 10 years, child abuse has increased by 87%. If you look at children's well-being, children's rights not being protected everywhere, people with disabilities, people who are ethnic minorities, children coming from low-income countries, low-income families, also they come from families with domestic violence. children in the families of asylum seekers or refugees. Many of these children are really not protected even by very, very low standard. So there certainly is an urgent need for that.
Okay, let's also bring Priscilla Loy into the conversation. Priscilla Loy, who's Vice Chairman of the Hong Kong Committee on Children's Rights. Good morning to you, Priscilla.
Good morning, Noreen.
So we hear all these examples that Fernando has given, 1 in 4 children living in poverty and facing abuse. So how will the Children's Commission actually help with this problem?
As many legislators who spoke last night reflected, setting